Good morning, guys. I am Dan Dominican Son, and we're talking another episode of Star Wars Rebels. I got to check out yesterday's episode. I watched like the last half of it, but then I went back and watched the whole thing as a whole. And we're talking about the Protector of Concord, Dawn. Now, this episode, listen, I love me some Sabine. I love Sabine. I think she's a great character. I love Hera. I think she's a great character. And I think when this a lot of times Rebels works because of these two. And when they're both like maybe alone or they're interacting, it works. And I always felt like Sabine always felt sees Hera as like kind of a mom type figure. So what we had in this episode, just to give you a little recap, is we had Sabine, Hera go to this guy named Ben Ra or something like that. The protectors. They need them. They need their help to in order for safe passage, but they don't know if they're a friend, if they're an enemy. And Sabine has this whole past and has this whole history with everything that Ben Ra is doing, and it's just crazy how in this episode we get a lot of Sabine and we get hints of her past and what her honor is and what her loyalties lie, or not loyalties, but overall like how her armor was created, about a little bit about a snippet about her mom, how she's a traitor in this episode. Like it's crazy. Like I want that makes me more fascinated about Sabine and her past. I want to know about Sabine. But then we also had Hera, and Hera in this episode and Ben Ra pledging kind of allegiance to the empire because they're giving them money, they're giving them resources, this and that. And the people they were trying to get to recruit end up turning on them right when they get there. And we have this dogfight, which I think the dogfights like in this episode could have been a lot better. I think when I was watching it, I was thinking more like an 80s kind of, what is it called, Galaga. I felt like I was watching a Galaga or just an overall video game where it shouldn't be like that. It should have been more like the essence of Star Wars, like that, that first Death Star. I'm not, or just overall, I felt like the direction could have been just a little bit better on those dogfights. You could have done a little bit better showcasing the ins and outs of the ship and this and that, and of course the firing of the ship. But overall, they're fine. Hera gets blasted by Ben Ra. Sabine is devastated. Like Hera's alive. Don't worry, Hera's alive. She has to be alive because she's my girl. She's my girl. Love you, Hera. But Sabine felt like she should have done more. She should have done more to Hera wouldn't have been in a situation. So Sabine wants revenge. Kanan wants to recruit this guy still because he believes he's trying to finish Hera's mission and at least take him, hostage and blow up his ships before they could leave. So that's exactly what happens. Sabine blows up the ships, all their little ships. They capture Ben Ra, and it's like kind of it was an okay kind of like cat and mouse kind of chase. But I love in this episode is Chopper. I love Chopper so much. I gotta buy something with Chopper because Chopper. I mean, I love you, BB-8. BB-8, you're pretty awesome. I didn't think I was gonna like you that much, but BB-8, you're pretty dope. But Chopper, my boy Chopper, like Chopper he's such a little dick. He's such a little asshole. I love the fact that uh Ezra and Zeb were like, "Oh, you're gonna take us," and he's like, "Oh, you gotta take at least one of us. We're a crew. We're teammates." And I love Kanan's like, "Oh yeah, I am taking somebody. I'm taking Chopper," and Chopper's like, "What?" Motherfucker, what? And when Chopper's leaving, he's so pissed off that he has to go that he just like smacks Ezra right in the leg. I love that part. I love Chopper so much. He's such a little dick. He's such a little dick, but I love it. I love Chopper. But in this episode, it also showcases that yes, I mean these characters can get hurt a lot, and Hera she gets messed up. She gets messed up in this episode, and it really showcases her pilot abilities too, because she's the one that like kind of she was going against Ben Ra or whatever his name is, pretty much the one of the main leader of the protectors, and she gave an opening for Sabine and the rest of the crew to leave to get out of here. A lot of the when Ben Ra and the protectors were killing off the rebels, it definitely had that Star Wars kind of kills where they're in a ship and you could just see sparks in the back and they're like, yeah, like I'm here. It was kind of funny just watching that, just like going back and remembering the trilogy and stuff and those deaths from those X-wing pilots. um Kanan, having a little history, not of Ben Ra, like he never really met him, but just harkening back to the Clone Wars. There's a lot of Clone Wars references, a lot of things that's taken from the Clone Wars that are into season 2. I mean, we have Rex, for God's sakes. I'm ready, we haven't really seen Rex. I mean, I would like to see more of Rex and more of his badassery, but we don't really see that in these last couple of episodes. But Sabine, I mean, just it was all about Sabine. I love Sabine. Like her initial reaction, or she wanted to do, was take out Ben Ross. She wanted to kill him, but she does not do that. Even though Kanan didn't really like believe that she wasn't going to do that. She destroys all the ships. Like she's very. She has. It was just crazy to see this kind of honor. It kind of reminded me of like kind of a samurai type gladiator kind of honor of how everything works with her relations with the protectors, or her relations to just overall that kind of family type deal, or not family, but overall where she came from. So it's very interesting about her mom, though. Like, she's a traitor. Like, what does that mean? Like, what we already saw an episode with Sabine meeting up with her old comrade. Like, I want to know more about Sabine, and it's always great to learn about more about Sabine. And she's not a damsel in distress. She's never a damsel in distress. She has the all the moves to take out whatever you need. You need something blown up, she will do that. She's the demolition woman. Like, she is dope as fuck. I love her overall. I love her look. I love her use of her armor, her use of the helmet. Like, the guys, the protectors, like, oh, you're a bounty hunter. Where'd you get that armor? And like, no, you're not. She's like, oh, I'm not a bounty hunter. I forged this armor with my family. So it's crazy. I just want to learn more about her, but I know we're not going to get another episode like this until like later on. I thought this episode was pretty good. I thought the climax was okay. It was fine. It was like I said, it was a cat and mouse between Kanan and Ben Ra and Sabine and stuff. It was fine. I think what really worked was the emotional impact between Sabine and Hera, and how she was distraught, and how she wasn't like, oh my, super depressed. Like, she wasn't like, oh my God, I'm thirst for blood. Like, she was so calm in this episode, which was kind of crazy. The one thing I really am missing about Rebels, though, in season 2 was I was hoping more of the Inquisitors. I was hoping more of the dark side. I was hoping a little bit more Darth Vader when we don't have too much Darth Vader. They introduced Ahsoka, and we really haven't. I was thinking it feels like just more missions than actual cohesive storyline that were like a goal. There is no goal to what we're doing here. I mean, it really is. It's an anthology. I would not say an anthology, but every episode is self-contained. But after a while, you kind of want a storyline, or at least an arc, and that's not what we're getting, so to speak. But I'm kind of missing the Inquisitors. I'm missing a little bit of that. I mean, we don't have to have Jedis and Siths all the time, but I feel like it is, after these couple of episodes, we're missing that. We're missing that really, really dark feeling, that, the dark side of the Force. I do love, Hera and her dog fights. I just feel like they need to direct it a little bit more better to get me more entranced and more edge of my seat kind of dog fights. I would like to see, Hera versus somebody who's like Ben Ra. Ben Ra did give her a run for her money. And you know what? Why not throw a little bit of romance in there? Or not. You don't have to throw romance, but I feel like Sabine and Ezra's characters, like with the very start of this whole series, I thought there was going to be something there. I thought there was going to be at least a connection there, but we really haven't established a big connection between Sabine and Ezra. There's little hints here and there, but I would like a little bit more of those two interacting a little bit more as well. And how about, Ezra and Hera just having those two together, their own little episode. I mean, because Ezra doesn't have a family right now. Ezra doesn't have a mom right now, and Hera is the mom of the ship, of the ghost ship. And I feel, as much as I like Zeb is perfect as a secondary character. He doesn't really need his own episode. I just feel like I need a arc, so to speak, a little arc, a little 3-episode arc or something that plays. I mean, we introduced a lot of the Clone Wars, Rex and Ahsoka. I mean, use them. They're there. Utilize them. Let's use them. And, just use them, damn it. Just use them. But overall, this episode alone was pretty good. It just gives you hints, and like I said, it was a good episode. But I feel like Rebels season 2 needs to do better in just overall introduce, just using these characters a little bit more better, not establishing, but maybe having characters that we haven't seen interact a little bit more, because I do get that they're a team and they're comrades and this and that, but I feel like we need to head somewhere. We need a goal, and we haven't really gotten that. We've just been mission by mission by mission. But overall, this was a good episode, and Sabine kicked ass. Hera, glad she's still alive. She's amazing. I really like Hera a lot. I mean, I like her look. I like her tone of her just overall how she speaks and how she just gets the ghost ship to do what she wants at some points. I really loved her as a pilot. Like I think there's strong female characters in this in Rebels, and I like Kanan too. I really started to like Kanan a lot. Kanan is first when I first saw seen Kanan in this series, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna really like him, but just here in this episode, Kanan really giving Sabine like not fatherly advice, but like just advice in general, and he's very very smart, and just his him knowing what to do, and of course like he doesn't always whip out that lightsaber, he always goes for the blaster. That's always fun as well. But great, it was a great episode. I really did enjoy this. So thank you guys for listening. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Would really appreciate it. And if you hit that subscribe button, you have a chance to win a lot of the giveaways that I'm going to be doing. Like the video if you like it, and comment below. Love to hear you guys' thoughts on this episode. And I am Dan Mank, Dan's son, and I will see you guys later. May the Force be with you.